Hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, I'm not talking much because I need to focus. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, I'm not talking much because I need to focus. So I think we're gonna go without that for a little bit. And yes, this is speedrun 4. I can't, not pay attention to the screen. Yes, when is 10,000? When is 10,000? Probably not for a couple months. And I can unmute the music now. There we go. This isn't as bad as the last music. That's what happens when I try to check. When I try to check things, that happens. Okay. Not much. Welcome to the stream, Eric. I wish that I was better at guns. Guns in speedrun 4 when I wish I was better at games like these. I just decided to stream because I was bored. It was like the first stream in over a month. This doesn't sound like speedrun 4 music. just sounds like not old music. And yes, by old I mean like early 2000s maybe. You hate apples, okay. This, I remember this level. Oh, I don't like this one. That's why I don't like the level. I'm level 26. No, I'm at level 26. I've never beaten this game. I'm probably gonna stream until I beat it. Or just give up and move to a different game. Because this is... I've tried to like beat speedrun 4 quite a few times before, but I've just rage quit every time. I did Wishless Carlson on Steam, yes. Is it out? If it's out, then I'll definitely play that on stream. Unless it costs money, because I'm a broke gamer. If I wasn't a broke gamer, then yeah. I'd actually be able to play more stuff than just... Oh, this is the level that I hate. This is the level. I just noticed that. Yeah, this is definitely the level. Oh my god. Yeah, this level is just... I've quit so many times on this level. Can I have shift lock? I can have shift lock. That might actually work. Oh. Yeah, no. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna try this level, but I highly doubt I'm gonna beat it. Unless I play like extremely careful. You know, just because I've like only beaten this level once, I'm gonna play really carefully. I wanna see what's at the end. Oh, okay. Okay. God. It takes too long for you to respawn in. Like, you have to fall through the ground first. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh. I'll go to like 10 minutes on that timer up in the corner for each level. If I don't beat this in 10 minutes, then I'm gonna move to a different game. And I have a good feeling that I'm gonna move to a different game. Because this is painful. Here, I'll put on a trail. How many gems do I have? 606? No, I'm gonna save for one of those good trails. Put on the red. There you go. Wait. Also, no. Also floss. Fortnite. I'm just gonna stop that because that'll make people leave the stream. Oh. sad Bobucks moment. You know, hang on. I'm just gonna not talk. I'm actually gonna try, and I'm gonna focus on this. They stole that from TikTok. Ooh. 4 time. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. 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 I mean, I got that far. I can't give up on this. I gotta do this. I'm getting like really low frames too, right? That's not how you check frames. I don't know how to check frames. I don't know. Bruh. Oh my. Have I beaten this level? If I've never beaten this level, this would be like the biggest accomplishment ever. I've beaten the most cancerous level. No, I'm not gonna say that. I said that, now the next one's gonna be even worse. I'm gonna lower my sensitivity so that it's easier for me to control the camera. Ooh. Oh. Oh. It's almost 1 AM for you. It's almost 2 PM for me. Should I spend the Bobucks and skip the level? Or is the next one worse? I think I might have to spend the Bobucks. Yes, it's 144 right now. For me. If 2 people say yes in chat, then I will spend the Bobucks and skip the level. Ooh. Bobucks. Okay. We got 1 Bobucks in chat. Got another Bobucks and I gotta do it. Okay. Ooh. Yo. Yo. We did it. I've never done, starting now, I've never played these levels. Oh, you, did you jump like less? It feels like you jump less. I don't know. This level doesn't... This level's kind of not fun. I can already tell. Everything's white. It's kind of like burning my eyes right now. Look at the worm. Oh my god. What is Roblox anymore? I need to know why. Like, who would do this? Who would do this to us? Oh, I did it that time. I did it that time. They look like white turds. Oh my god. I'm so bad. I'm actually so bad. Oh my god. Okay. I get it. I'm gonna fall here. Yo? No, I didn't fall here. That was level 28. I know this. What is this music? I know this from somewhere. Is it a YouTuber intro? I think it's a YouTuber intro. Oh. Yeah, this level. It's just... It's all like this here. Like you're all on like that thin... I'm not good with this kind of things. This kind of thing. I'm not good with these kind of things. I'm good where there's big platforms. And there's small platforms, it makes it too hard. Oh. No! No! Oh. This level really hurts me. No, I got on a shift lock. Oh no, this is bad. This level, if I take my time and just first person it. I've been playing it for so long they had to restart the song. This is sad. And the song's not like perfectly looped. This might be worse. This might be worse. I gotta say, this might actually be worse. Ooh. Ooh. Like, why did they have to make them? It's, I don't know. You could feel maybe one more leg of my character. I'm gonna punch my monitor. I swear. This one's just boring too. Like, it's not like a candy one either. It's just straight up boring. The candy one was fine. Oh. Oh. God, no, 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 no. I'm gonna, no. Should I spend the bucks? Wait, what? He did? Are you gonna rickroll me, or did he really? One sec. Are you playing, or no? What's going on? Is it on Twitter? What do you mean Mrbeast just got cancelled? There's a few videos. I might have to look into that. I think I'm gonna, if I don't beat this level, I'm probably gonna just go watch a video on that. I'll still be on stream. Huh. I can't focus on the game now. I'm just thinking it's probably something bad. I'm gonna get banned. Banned on Twitch. Should I just watch the video of it on stream instead of trying to do this and then me ending up breaking something? If you wanna, we can do that on stream and it'll probably be more entertaining. Oh my god. Yeah. Do you want to do that or no? Okay. Oh my god. Dude, it's the same spot. Wait, is there click to move? There is. It doesn't work. You gotta be kidding. Okay. Let's just give it one more good shot. One more good shot. I don't really want to do the Bobucks thing. Easy. 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 Dude. If I fell off there, it'd be over. Holy. Ooh. Oh. Oh my god. I did it. Somebody just called a speedrun simulator. It's probably been there for a long time. Oh my. This is hands down the luckiest speedrun 4 play I've ever had. Stop thin. If it's thin now, I hate it. Oh my god, they're invisible. They're no, no! It does have good music, yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Oh no, it does a spiral loop. It does a loop. Oh no. What just happened? What just happened? No. There we go. I cannot quit now. What level am I on? 30. How many levels are there? I don't see another level. I think this is the last level. Is this the last level? Yo? Is it? If I beat this level, will I have officially beaten speedrun 4? I don't like how close this is getting. I think we might do it. We might actually win. Oh my god. I cannot. Oh, okay. If I die... Wait, what? I won. Yo, I won. What is this? What are these? Why couldn't the whole game be this easy? Dude, this is going forever? Yo. Alright, well... Oh, there's another thing there. Let's go over here now. This is... Wait, is this a dimension, or... Oh wait, there's a whole new dimension. I'm sorry, I thought this was the winner's area. Guess not. Oh well. Oh my god, you can come down here. Oh no! Okay. Alright. Alright. I think that we're done with speedrun 4 now. I think they're done. Now let's watch Mrbeast cancelled. Which one is here?
Beast was cancelled again. Now, as you guys know, for some reason, Twitter has a problem with Mrbeast, and
Twitter.
they have tried.
Alright. Display capture now. No, wait. There. Alright, let's watch that. Oh,
tried to cancel him like 5 times now, and I really just don't understand that, because Mrbeast is probably one of the most generous YouTubers ever.
Nice
I mean,
Minecraft
just this year alone, he has given away millions of dollars, and he's pretty much running his main channel at a loss just because he wants to help people. Now, of course, to Twitter, this just isn't enough. They pretty much want Mrbeast to give away every single penny that he has, and they are mad that he spends his money on cool things and that he makes challenge videos. They think that he has to spend all of his money giving it away to people, which he doesn't have to do that because he's a YouTuber, and sometimes he might just want to make a fun video with his friends, and I really don't have a problem with that. Now, I'm just gonna go over some of the things that people have said about Mrbeast. So, a few months ago, Mrbeast tweeted this out. I can't wait to show you the island I bought next week. And the video after that, 10 people are competing for it, and this person replies, okay, at this point, you're blatantly stating how little you care for humanity. Hashtag capitalism kills.
Okay.
Hashtag eat the rich. Now, I don't understand this reply. Like, what goes through this person's head? Apparently, Mrbeast buying an island to give away to his friends somehow means that he doesn't care for humanity, which I just don't understand, because he literally gave away an $800,000 island. Alright? What do you mean he doesn't care about humanity? Have you seen Mrbeast's channel? Like, his entire channel is pretty much giving away tons and tons of money to people. He's even starting his own food shelter, and he raised $20 million to plant 20 million trees. So how can this person say that he doesn't care about humanity? I doubt this person has planted 20 million trees. I doubt this person has bought an entire store to give to homeless people. I don't think this guy has done anything close to what Mrbeast has done. Now, this just keeps going.
Here, let me change the stream name real quick. Cause now we're watching the Mrbeast was cancelled. Right there.
Going on, alright? For some reason, there are a bunch of replies exactly like this on almost every single one of Mrbeast's tweets. A few weeks ago, Mrbeast tweeted out, "Good morning, rise and grind." And for some reason, this person responded, "Good morning, hashtag eat the rich." Now, this eat the rich saying pretty much means that when people are poor enough that they can't afford food, that they will start eating the rich. And this is pretty much aimed at like all these billionaires that have a bunch of money and don't actually help people. So I don't understand why people are aiming this at Mrbeast when he is the exact opposite of this. He uses his money to actually help people. And the reason that Mrbeast wants money is to help even more people. That's Mrbeast's entire goal. So I don't understand why people are saying to eat the rich at Mrbeast, because he is not like that at all. Now, this isn't the only reason that Mrbeast is being cancelled. People on Twitter have actually accused him of being homophobic, transphobic, and racist. And the reason they are saying this is because a few years ago, Mrbeast made some jokes, and they have brought these jokes back up, and they have tried to cancel Mrbeast. Now, back in 2016, Mrbeast made this video, and he pretty much made like an attack helicopter joke, which is a joke pretty much everyone was doing back in the day.
Alright, time to see if they've updated the gender list. They have 63 genders up there, but they can't have my gender? Bro, what are you doing? Bro? Did you just assume my gender?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to misgender you.
You're such a heliphobe. Get out!
I sexually identify as an attack helicopter. Ever since I was a boy, I dreamed of soaring over the oil fields, dropping hot, sticky loads on disgusting foreigners. People say to me that a person being a helicopter is impossible. I'm having a plastic surgeon install rotary blades, 30mm cannons, and AMG 114 Hellfire missiles on my body. From now on, I want you guys to call me Apache and respect my right to kill from above and kill needlessly. If you can't accept me, you're a heliphobe and need to check your vehicle privilege.
It's time to live my dream.
Twitter is full of crackheads. That's all I gotta say.
She's just staring at me. Hey girl, you want some attack helicopter? Be free, my brother. I'm coming, brother! Crash landing, look out!
Every day, countless vehicles are born into human bodies. I've never told anyone this, but I was actually born a tank, but sadly it wasn't one of our 52 genders. So, what? There's more than, there's 63 genders now? Is someone just getting paid to sit there and think of genders? The point I'm trying to get across is that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. You never know if your best friend identifies as a vehicle. You don't know if they have a rotor or an engine inside of them, okay? Just be accepting, okay? It's 2016. The last thing you want to do is offend someone, okay? Just be accepting of vehicles trapped inside of human bodies, alright? I don't have an outro planned, so this is just gonna end abruptly.
Now, I really don't understand why people are
Twitter hurts my brain sometimes. Like, honestly.
trying to cancel Mrbeast over this, because if you were watching YouTube back in 2016, you know pretty much everybody was making this joke. This was one of the biggest memes of 2016. So I don't understand why people are bringing this up now and trying to act like Mrbeast is this terrible person. Now, I'm just gonna read some of the things that people had to say about this video. Can the timeline stop talking about Mrbeast as if he didn't invent the transphobic joke? I identify as an attack helicopter. Now, first of all, Mrbeast did not invent this joke. I don't know why this person is saying this. It looks like they just saw this clip and was like, oh man, Mrbeast must have made this joke. Back in 2016, Mrbeast was not as big as he was. So him making this joke, I doubt it had such a big influence. And second of all, how is this joke transphobic? He's just making fun of the people that were like, don't assume my gender, or the people that would make up these like weird genders, like attraction to alien people. There was like a bunch of weird genders back in 2016. So I really don't see the problem with this joke, and I don't understand why people are trying to cancel him over this. Anyways, friendly reminder that Mrbeast is not hot. He has literally said the F slur and is transphobic, and they attached this clip right here where Mrbeast said the F slur.
Like Exility and some other clickbait. I live with them, so if you I say it all the time. I dare you to say the N-word right now as I hold you up to my mouth. I'm kidding.
Now, I'm not
Hey guys, Mr. Beast said a word, so now we gotta cancel Mr. Beast. We gotta cancel him because he said something that I don't like. Hello, Cookie Cat.
Exactly sure what the context to this clip is. I'm pretty sure he was just joking, but maybe he wasn't. But this was like 3 years ago when Jake Paul released his Everyday Bro music video. Now, obviously, Mr. Beast has changed a lot since then, and as far as I know, he hasn't said this word in any other video, so I don't really think that he's
He actually did say that in the dictionary video. Hello, Tuk Tuk Driver. Welcome to the stream.
homophobic. Also, back in 2017, it was a lot more acceptable to say this word, which I know some people were still offended by it, but back in 2017, 2016, this was before cancel culture was this huge thing, and nobody really cared that Mr. Beast said this. Mr. Beast said the F slur and is transphobic. I'm leaving. I hate it here. Now, once again, I don't think he's transphobic just because he made a joke
5 years ago, and that means that there's still that. They weren't that in the beginning, but if you're saying that somebody said something, that's like me saying that, not really the same, but it's like me saying that Fortnite was a good game back when it first came out, and then people are like, no, Fortnite was always a bad game. That doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna...
about attack helicopters. I mean, as far as I know, Mr. Beast hasn't come out and said that he hates trans people. As far as I know, Mr. Beast is a pretty accepting guy, alright? I don't think he's transphobic at all. So, this person posted this. Y'all, why he look kinda... And this person responded, / Mr. Beast hate, which I guess is a trigger warning for hating Mr. Beast, but whatever, I don't understand what the heck that means. Y'all do know he's homophobic and transphobic, right? I really don't understand why people are still spreading this narrative. This has been going on for like 4 or 5 months now. Every few months, people just come out and claim that Mr. Beast is somehow transphobic or homophobic just because he made some jokes in the past. And one time he said the F word. Now, the problem I have with these type of people is making these accusations without really any proof and just over a joke can be incredibly damning to someone. Like, if somebody is looking at Mr. Beast, like, maybe in the future, which I doubt this...
Twitter just makes me... Hashtag... cancel culture. That works.
This will happen. But let's say Mr. Beast quits YouTube and needs a job, and somebody looks him up, and then they see all these posts saying that he's transphobic and homophobic. They're probably not gonna hire him. And all of this is just over some jokes. This is the problem that I have with cancel culture. Now, this still isn't the only reason that they were trying to cancel Mr. Beast. Like I said, they were accusing him of being racist. Now, why did they say he was racist? Well, that's because a few years ago when he was streaming, Chris actually came into the room and he did say the N-word.
What? You do know I'm watching this for 10 hours straight on a live stream. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the N-word,
Well, you just said the N-word.
but I'm not relevant.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess you can say the N-word.
Now, clearly, Chris did not know that Mr. Beast was streaming. I'm sure if he did, then he wouldn't have said this word. And Mr. Beast is clearly uncomfortable the entire time. You can tell he is not comfortable by Chris saying this word. And he kind of does pass it off as a joke, but it's probably because he didn't want to bring a bunch of attention to it. But he is clearly uncomfortable by the word. So I don't understand how this is proof that Mr. Beast is racist. I just don't like cancel culture, man. They just keep bringing up these old clips from a long time ago to try and cancel someone when they're more successful. Mr. Beast is probably one of the best YouTubers out there, and he hasn't shown a single hateful bone in his body. He helps everyone. That's what Mr. Beast wants to do. And I don't understand why people are always trying to cancel him. Why do people hate Mr. Beast? Out of anyone that you could be mad at, out of anyone that you could try and cancel, Why cancel the guy that is
Thank you for
constantly
reminding me.
helping out other people? The guy who is trying to
There
make
you
a
go.
bunch of money
I'm
so that
sorry.
he can help even more people.
I was
and
wondering
change
why
the
people
world.
kept joining the
That
stream
is
and
what
leaving.
Mrbeast wants to do, and I don't understand why people
I
think
think I
he's
know
this
now.
terrible guy. Mrbeast is probably one of the best YouTubers out there, so please, if you're one of these people, just stop canceling Mrbeast, and you know what? Just stop canceling people in general, because this cancel culture stuff is honestly annoying. And if you're gonna cancel someone, make sure they actually deserve it. Make sure they actually did something bad instead of them making a joke like 5 years ago. Who cares, alright? It's just a joke. And if they made a slip up and said something they shouldn't have, who cares? Again, it was years ago. Why bring it up now and try and cancel them? So yeah, these are just my thoughts on this entire
Minecraft, yeah.
situation. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button down below and
You're
subscribe
welcome.
to the channel.
Alright. Where's the hash? There it is. Please. You can follow me at Twitter at ShadowLinksYT. But alright. So let's just watch another video on this. This one has more views. Let's get 2 days ago.
So Mrbeast, the genuine
Hello,
protagonist of
Pluto Mist. Welcome to
YouTube.com,
the stream.
really great guy, super charitable, very philanthropic, he cares about people, gives away a lot of his personal wealth to people in need, is actually
Alright.
being canceled for being rich. It's so crazy to me because back in 2016, when Rice Gum used to go around the streets of LA, literally throwing money at homeless people, and quite literally making it rain dollar bills on
Do you
people
want me
who
to
don't
put it
have a
in
place
full
to
screen,
sleep,
or
there
no?
were
This
so
is
many
good.
people who thought that that was lit, who thought that that was just like a huge flex or something, but now you got people taking it to the absolute opposite polar extreme, which the extreme in 2016 was OMG, you're poor, get flexed on. The extreme now is OMG, you're rich, get canceled. And while I do think that both ways of thinking are absolutely brain dead, I have to say reading some of the tweets that are trying to cancel Mrbeast for simply having money just hurt my head. Like, they actually caused me mental pain. Like, I'm deadass about to run over to CVS and cop some aspirin for this headache that I've been caused. And you might be thinking that I'm overreacting or something, but once you read some of the tweets that I'm talking about, I think that you're gonna feel the same way. For example, this tweet right here replying to Mrbeast that says, "Bro, give that money to people in need. Do you know how much money you're spending? Do you know how many people are struggling? Hashtag eat the rich." Huh, Mrbeast isn't helping people in need? Well, that's so strange. Well, then explain this. Mrbeast giving away free money. Mrbeast giving away free food. Mrbeast giving away free cars. Mrbeast giving away more free cars. Mrbeast giving 200 grand to people who have lost their jobs due to COVID. Mrbeast giving $1 million of food.
Just, it's like people, when Mrbeast does like a video that's for him and his friends, they're like, you can't do that. That they act like that money isn't his and that he can't spend it on what he wants. Like, he doesn't need to make these videos giving like millions of dollars to people that need it. He doesn't need to make it, but he does. And if he didn't, then I bet you, if he only did the challenges, I guarantee he would not get canceled. If he just did challenges, he would not get canceled.
To people in need. Mrbeast giving 10,000 presents to kids for Christmas. Mrbeast supporting local businesses. Mrbeast literally just giving people money. Mrbeast donating to small Twitch streamers. Mrbeast giving
one.
waitresses
Come donate to me, Mrbeast. That'll be fun to do that.
large amounts
I'm a person in need. I could take like $1 or $2.
of money. And let me ask you, person who chose to reply to Mrbeast, what are you doing to the people in need? The people who need the bread,
Honestly,
the
yeah.
people who could use a bit of the guap injection. I'm gonna guess nothing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say confidently you're doing zero. Because the people who are actually giving back to their communities and donating to people in need don't feel the need to bring down people who are also doing things that are good. Like, I swear to God, dude, when was the last time you've seen Mrbeast take shots at the Make-A-Wish program? It just doesn't happen. Mrbeast doesn't go and roast these charities. 99% of the time, the people who are complaining about rich people like Mrbeast not giving enough money to charity are people who have actually not even given a penny to charity. Also, on a side note, if
That
you're one
is
of those
actually-
lizards who just sits down
I'm
on your fat,
definitely
greasy ass typing
quite
up
sure
these
that is
tweets
correct.
that target a philanthropist for not giving away enough money to charity, do us all a favor and put on some deodorant and wipe your ass, because you probably smell like shit. Like, dude, I have such a very clear image as to who was on the other side of the keyboard when they wrote that tweet. Image on screen now as to what I think the person who typed up that tweet looks like. But fellas, it gets worse, and as bad as that tweet is,
I
and as
agree.
inaccurate as it was, I mean, the tweets, yeah, they get worse. For instance, next tweet here says, Mrbeast question mark, more like Mr. Feast, hashtag eat the rich. So this one, like, tries to be funny by, I guess, like, rhyming or something, and it just fails atrociously. Like, nobody who at all was given this tweet on their screen produced even the slightest bit of a chuckle. And for maybe, like, the 2 or 3 people who may have laughed at that tweet, they're not actually laughing at what you said, they're laughing at the fact that you seriously voiced an opinion so ridiculous and insane, and think it's true. Like, they're laughing at you in the same way that people laugh at flat earthers. Like, not the haha, you're hilarious kind of laugh, it's the oh my god, you're literally insane type of laugh. Also, I don't really know what the deal is with this hashtag eat the rich thing popping up.
That
Like,
is-
this was literally a
Breaking news: poor people supporting cannibalism. I'm gonna get canceled. You can't cancel me because I don't care if I get canceled. That actually works, yeah.
very small movement in the
Go ahead and cancel me.
1700s. I'm really trying to understand why, like, 300 years later, this, like, slogan is being brought back in response to Mrbeast. I mean, if anything, people are just dumb and don't know the actual history behind it, and it's just some, like, slogan that people just throw in their tweet for the heck of it. But with that in mind, let's take another look at some more tweets that are, like, trying to come after Mrbeast. This one is incredible. This one says, the fact that Mrbeast has to remind everyone of his wealth during such a hard time, hashtag eat the...
Now, he's always done this. Before the whole virus thing, his videos he always had that in the title. He always did that. You can't act like he's just starting to do it now and flexing on people when they need it the most. Like, if you did like 15 videos in a straight row, like right now, and saying like, haha, I'm rich, then yeah, that'd probably an okay reason to be canceled. But, you know, for other things, it's not how it works.
Rich. This is one of those tweets that I read and I just have to think to myself, yo, what is this person talking about, like, on any level at all? This person is complaining about how Mrbeast is, like, reminding them of his wealth constantly, which, first of all, is just not true at all. But if that really upsets you, then why go after Mrbeast of all people, right? I mean, because if he does remind you of his wealth 24/7, which he just doesn't, why go after him considering he gives away so much of his money to charity? Why don't you just go after, like, Lil Uzi Vert, who, like, flexes the amount of money he has in every song? And I'm not saying that I would go after Lil Uzi Vert, okay? I stan Lil Uzi Vert, I love that guy. But, like, it just doesn't make sense to go after Mrbeast for that reason. Like, if that person truly believes the logic of, like, oh my god, you know, somebody reminding me of how much money they have is disgusting, then just go after Lil Uzi Vert or somebody who says, like, oh, stand on my money, now I'm 6'6". Like, that's just a flex. Mrbeast is actually surprisingly humble for the amount of money that he has. Like, yeah, obviously everybody knows that he's rich, but he doesn't just go around being like, yo, I got the guap, I got the bread, y'all are some broke boys. He just doesn't do that. I've never heard Mrbeast do that kind of stuff. And if you do that stuff, I don't really care. Like, I'm not gonna try to cancel you because, frankly, I don't, like, it doesn't bother me. But if it really gets under your skin that people flex the amount of money that they have, then going after Mrbeast is probably, like, one of your worst targets. Anyway, so this next tweet here goes off the heels of two people having an argument about Mrbeast, and then I guess the person losing the argument decided to whip up this gem of a tweet, and they say, just because it was normal at the time doesn't mean it's okay. Mrbeast is transphobic and homophobic, period. And he should donate most of his money to gay people. Hashtag eat the rich. I mean, just the absolute...
Let's see what's going on in trending. Puppy. It's another one of those. I don't normally do things like this, so I don't know what I don't know what I do. Hey, that's a Juice WRLD song. One person's, oh, there's 4 viewers now. Let's go back to the Mrbeast canceled thing, see if we can find more. He got canceled. The Swagger Souls is canceled now. Let's watch this now.
So the other day, a new Minecraft SMP was announced called the Epic SMP, and the first thing that struck me about this SMP is that the roster, or the people who are going to be on it, definitely seem to be like a list of, I guess I would consider some more edgy YouTubers, which I gotta say, no problem with that. If anything, I think that's pretty sick. I don't know about you guys, but I was getting a little bit tired of like that ultra family-friendly, super polished creators like, you know,
If you guys
Dream,
just want me to
George Not
go back to the
Found,
Mrbeast
okay,
cancel,
I mean,
just
like,
say in
they're cool
chat,
and all, but
because
they're just, you know,
I'll watch the
kind
videos
of
again if you guys want to see
and
it.
this Epic SMP thing has been running for like, I think, a day or two, and I suppose that the Dream fans and the people who watch Dream, who, when they found out about this Epic SMP server, and I guess, you know, some of the stuff that had happened on it, immediately just go on Twitter and try to cancel, like, every single member of the Epic SMP. TW Swagger with, like, everything censored. The fact that Swagger built a swastika and no one called him out. Like, I see a tweet like that, and I start to lose belief in Darwin's theory of evolution, because I see tweets like that and I don't think that we have evolved from our primitive selves. Because Swagger Souls built a windmill.
God, it's a swastika. Yo, that's not a windmill. I'm 14-year-old girl, white girl probably, and I've never seen a windmill because those are like old and cringe. Yo, this is crazy.
In Minecraft, and people think that he built a swastika? Like, the fact that this person took it upon themselves to assume that Swagger Souls was recreating some sort of Nazi propaganda in a Minecraft server, and didn't bother to maybe think twice about their radical assumption as to what Swagger Soul may have built. It's like you didn't bother to do any research whatsoever. Like, first of all, that looks nothing like how a swastika looks. I don't even think you've ever seen a swastika. Second of all, if Swagger Souls had actually built that and it was a swastika, I mean, one of the members of the Epic SMP server, Finn Wolfhart, is literally Jewish. It's almost like your little peanut brain couldn't manage to think about how if he actually had built a swastika, the people who would have been offended by it didn't get offended, because it's not a swastika. But on top of your original point making no sense whatsoever, can I ask why you decided to add 3 asterisks in order to censor the word swagger?
I am
Literally
going to do
censoring his
another
name as if
smile
he's some
video,
sort of
actually.
global elite mafia boss terrorist, but then
I am
like
gonna
2
do another
seconds
one of
later,
those.
you just say swagger.
I'm getting my friend that helped me with most of the other ones. We're gonna actually research it this time so we don't just kind of scam with the part 5. Because the part 4 was not really that good. Part 5, we're gonna have to take our time, figure out how to do things, and hopefully it'll be better. It'll be the best ones.
It's like this person is trying so hard to act offended, but they just clearly have no clue how to do it. Like, am I supposed to put the trigger warning for Swagger Souls so they know that I'm like a baby? Or do I like use his name so that everybody knows who I'm talking about and who I'm triggered by? Well, I don't know, I'm brain dead, so let's just try both. It's like, dog, just put all of your eggs in one basket in this case, you know? I mean, if you're just gonna act like he's making a swastika, you gotta act like you're offended by his existence, right? So yeah, that's tweet number 1 out of the way. We got a guy trying to actually frame Swagger Souls Souls as some sort of like Nazi construction worker. So yeah, let's look at tweet number 2 here. It says TW Swagger. Reminder that Swagger Souls is the most able sit YouTuber, and so is Fitz. Do not stand. You gotta love how this dude is trying to cancel Swagger Souls for ableism, while ironically enough acting so disabled. Like, maybe if I act dumb enough in my tweet, they'll feel bad for me and try to cancel Swagger Souls. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but you misspelling the word ableist doesn't make me want to agree with your position on Swagger Souls being quote-unquote ableist. Also, homie, I'm just gonna, throw a little fact at you. Swagger Souls has like, what, 4 million, almost 5 million subs on YouTube? I'll say like anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 of those people have some sort of disability. Like, I will confidently say that out of 4 million people, at least one of them has to have some kind of disability. Like, this person tweeting this out, who I assume is neurotypical and
Oh, that actually has a lot
doesn't
of
have
words.
some kind of mental disability or physical disability, is trying so hard to be some sort of like ableism savior to get approval from people saying like, oh my god, you're bringing justice to the people who are disabled, when some of the actual disabled people that I know watch Swagger Souls. Like, again, assuming that you're not disabled, you are acting like atrociously more disabled than my friends with disabilities. Like, going on Twitter and being like, oh, reminder, Swagger Souls is ableist. Like, what does that accomplish, dog? Like, yeah, Swagger Souls has tweets where he uses the R word. Like, okay, so what, dude? Like, the people who see that and
Oh my god, he said
classify
it.
that as like
Another person said a word, I'm gonna
ableism,
have a heart
that kind
attack.
of upsets me, man.
Oh
I
my
won't
god.
lie. Like,
This
dude, if
is
Swagger Souls
illegal.
went
This
to Starbucks, okay, and some guy was
I'm
in front of him in
hyperventilating.
line and was taking a long time,
Like,
to place his order
shut
because he
your
was
ass up.
disabled, and Swagger Souls was like, yo, hurry it up,
Hello,
R-word.
Jared.
Yeah, that's ableist, okay? That's not okay. But the people who put the situation that
Welcome
I
to
just
the stream.
described and Swagger Souls, using the R word comedically on Twitter in the same category, clearly have no clue as to what actual ableism is. Like, saying that his Minecraft server is quote-unquote retardedly good and, pushing some guy in a wheelchair, yeah, they're not the same. Harassing some guy who's in a wheelchair just because he's in a wheelchair, yeah, that's ableism, okay? That's just not okay. Don't do that. But, like, throwing a tantrum because of a tweet like that is just so uncalled for. Anyway, next tweet here, it says, TW Fitz Swagger, Schlatt. They better not interact with my Bean, Quackity, and Car. They are too pure and cute to be put in the same SMP with Fitz and Swagger and Schlatt. You gotta love the way this person says, oh yeah, they're being put in this SMP, they're pretty much just being forced to be in this SMP and play on it. Also, I hate to break it to you, but if they're playing on the same SMP, they're going to interact with each other. I mean, you're asking for them to just never interact? Like, what? Also, this person did like something similar that the first person did with the whole trigger
It all
warnings and
happens
like
on
the
Twitter.
censorship and stuff, but just like
Only
in the
on Twitter.
complete wrong order. I mean, they go trigger warning Schlatt, Fitz, Swagger Souls, but then halfway through the tweet they decide to censor it. Like, dog, your chance to censor their names already passed. Like, trust me, dude, any of the girls with shaved heads who looked at that tweet and already got offended after seeing the word Swagger Souls, they didn't get unoffended after you decided to censor their names like halfway through the tweet. Also, Schlatt. They bet.
Alright, one sec. TW// Never. We gotta reply from a cancel culture. We gotta reply. That's kinda nice.
Better not interact with my
I mean, that
Bean,
works.
Quackity, and
Oh.
Car. They are too pure and cute to be put in the same SMP with
Sorry for that.
Fitz. Your chance to censor
Yeah.
their names already passed. Like, trust me, dude, any of the girls with shaved heads who looked at that tweet and already got offended after seeing the word Swagger Souls, they didn't get unoffended after you decided to censor their names like halfway through the tweet. Also, I don't know how to say this like without bursting anyone's bubble, but if you think that Quackity is somehow pure or something, think
Yeah.
again, I mean, you clearly have not seen his 2016 content, and I'm not saying that his 2016 content should get him canceled or anything. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
that it
now
seems
you're gonna get canceled
really
because people are gonna
interesting that you
realize.
think that Swagger Souls,
Look at he
Sphinx,
said
and Jay
stuff
Schlatt are
back
like these
then.
monsters and stuff, and that
That means that they're
Quackity is
bad
somehow so
person
pure.
now.
And it also
so
makes
we-
me sad to know
we're
that
gonna
if
cancel.
this person had found out, you know, what Quackity had said and done in 2016, that they probably would no longer support Quackity, and that to me is really upsetting. Obviously, this video is about Swagger Souls, but this
Like,
logic still
holy
heavily
shit, people.
applies, because if this person, you know, had found a clip of Quackity saying, you know, the word retard, they would probably try to cancel him, and that is so upsetting because, you know, if, let's say somebody was a fan of Swagger Souls and they didn't realize that, oh, for instance, you know, maybe he said retard, they would again try to cancel him. And I think that whole concept of being a fan of somebody, figuring out something that they said in the past, and then no longer being a fan of them is really, you know, a dangerous mentality to have. Because along with that mentality comes this notion that, you know, we can't make mistakes anymore, because if we make mistakes, instead of learning from our mistakes, which, you know, saying retard isn't even, you know, a huge mistake.
People don't
Instead of
learn from
actually
their
learning from our
mistakes
mistakes, we
nowadays.
just need to cancel that
That's not
person
how it
and,
works
you know,
anymore.
completely destroy their career instead of actually letting them know why what they did is
Someone
wrong.
tell
With
me.
obvious exceptions, you know, if somebody turns out to be a child predator or do something pretty unforgivable, then in that case, you know, obviously go ahead, cancel them. But for like Quackity saying the word retard in the past, which I don't even know if that's cancel worthy, if you think it's cancel worthy, instead of trying to cancel him, how about you try to like explain to him why what he said may have been not okay to you instead of just trying to ruin his career. But yeah, anyway fellas, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. If you made it to the end of this video, comment down Golden
Alright.
Apple and I will
Let's just search cancel. Oh my god, Jesus. Oh my god. Upload date. Alright. Let's look at why Tommy Internet is actually at a risk now.
So I think that I've done a pretty good job calling out the literal criminal behavior that is happening in the Tommy Innit community. But more specifically, I called out a lot of the freaks in the community who would both draw
That
and
doesn't
write
sound
down
good.
things that are just really strange and very illegal, all in regards to Tommy Innit. Like, they would write down some stuff about how they wanted to, like, kidnap Tommy Innit, or they would just draw Tommy Innit, like, dying or something. And the most bizarre part of all of this stuff is that the
Wait 1 second.
people who are producing this
There.
material, both written and visual, are just like, they self-identify as fans, and you know, you can clearly see how that's paradoxical. And then you also have tweets from quote-unquote Tommy Innit fans saying something like, if Tommy Innit ever gets doxxed, I'm actually going to sneak into his house and stare at him while he's asleep. And the sad part about this is that unlike the tweets where people are talking about how they want to kidnap Tommy Innit, where pretty much everybody agrees that, yeah, you know, saying that you're gonna kidnap somebody is just never okay, there are some people who see a tweet like the one that I just read you, where people are talking about how they want to watch Tommy Innit sleep and they're gonna sneak into his house to do so, and they honestly don't see anything wrong with that. Like, it's crazy because they can say that, yeah, you know, kidnapping is bad, but sneak into his house to watch him sleep, I mean, that's like normal, guys. I mean, you know, I mean,
Is
this one
this-
doesn't talk about kidnapping, so this one has to be okay, right?
Is this
yeah, no,
real?
and anybody who's trying to defend this kind of
this
behavior is
correct?
honestly probably insane, because you do realize that there are literal laws in place for like just breaking into somebody's house and being there unwanted.
That
Like,
can't-
it's called
these people
trespassing.
cannot
Don't know if you heard
possibly
of it.
think
And
that.
while
I
most
don't
of us can
believe
agree
that.
that I guess like sneaking into somebody's house and being there without them knowing is not as bad as actually kidnapping somebody, they're still illegal. Like, I don't know why this is even up for debate at this point, whether or not, you know, sneaking into Tommy Innit's house to watch him sleep is okay or not. It's just not. And the fact that I need to explain that is depressing. Like, I've actually seen people in the replies for that tweet saying stuff like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just watching him sleep, dude. I'm not hurting him. I'm not doing anything wrong, man. I mean, beside the fact that, you know, having the desire to watch somebody
My brain
sleep
hurts
is
from
just
Twitter.
bizarre. Like, it's just odd. Like, that's just the only adjective I have left to describe this kind of behavior and these desires, as just odd. So yeah, besides that being like one of the weirdest things that you can want, it's also just, you know, illegal. Like I said before. Like, trust me, dude, Tommy Innit didn't just invite you to hang out and play Fortnite duos at his crib, okay? He has no freaking idea who you are. You are literally some random ass stranger on Twitter conspiring on how you're gonna invade this guy's personal space, enter his home, and stare at him while he's unconscious. And you don't see anything wrong with that. Matter of fact, you think that that's justifiable. And maybe the only way for you to
I wake up and
understand
somebody
why
stares
this is
at me. They
wrong is
can't
to switch the
possibly
roles
stare
on
at me
you.
that minute.
Imagine
No.
you live alone in an apartment and you're just fast asleep, you know, getting some rest, and then some just random 35-year-old greasy man by the name of Harold is just staring over you,
Harold.
watching you snore. Keep in mind, you have no idea who the actual shit Harold is, but Harold follows you on Instagram and he's a fan of you. So in his eyes, there's nothing wrong with it because at least he's not kidnapping you, right? So do you not see how this is just like not okay on any level? It's bizarre, it's strange, and if that's not enough for you, it's illegal. There's also tweets like this that will make you feel ashamed to be a human being, just like the person who typed up this tweet. It says, TW abduction. Is it wrong that I want to kidnap Tommy? Okay, let me stop you right there. Is it wrong that you want to kidnap Tommy? Yes, it is incredibly wrong. Like, homie, do you just not know the meaning of the word kidnap? Because if you do, I'm just shocked that you even had to ask that question. Is it okay that I want to kidnap him? No! Doug, where are your parents? Like, seriously, do I need to call up Pops and ask him where he went wrong? Because I want to explain to you guys what actually just happened. Some random ass person on the internet just asked if it was okay that they want to kidnap Tommy Innit. And I haven't even read the whole tweet, but the fact that we've started off this tweet by having to ask the simple question, oh, is it alright if I kidnap this guy? Like what? Anyway, tweet says, is it wrong that I want to kidnap Tommy? Like, not in a bad way, I just want to live with him forever. Sorry if that's weird. Yeah, I know you're sorry, but apology not accepted, okay? And yes, that is weird. It's very weird. And the fact that you had to say, oh, sorry if it's weird, it's bizarre, okay? It's strange. It's just uncanny. It's like this person was like, oh yeah, I just want to...
Just say what you want to watch in chat next. Because I'm probably just going to watch, like, Jay Schlatt or more cancel people.
kidnap him
But
so I
say
can
in
live
chat
with
what you
him
want to watch,
forever.
because
Like,
I'm down for anything.
It's like
except,
that doesn't undo
like,
the
the
fact that
kids
you are
show
literally asking
things.
if you can kidnap
They
him.
cook
I don't
them
care if you
on,
want to
none of
kidnap
that.
him for like some sort
You
of
had to pay
good
me money
reason,
to
or
do
that you
that.
just like want to spend time with him or something. You have quite literally asked the question, is it okay to kidnap a 16-year-old? That's like saying, hey man, can I rob from this bank? Oh no, it's okay, dude. I'm gonna take the money that I robbed and donate it to charity. Like, no, you can't rob the bank. It doesn't matter if you're gonna donate to charity. That's the bank's money. You are still stealing. Like, you're out of your mind if you think the bank gives a shit where their stolen money is going. It's still stolen money. The same way that it doesn't matter what you plan on doing with Tommy Innit once you've kidnapped him, you've still quite literally explained how you want to kidnap him. So with that out of the way, there's still other issues in the Tommy Innit community that aren't, like, directly illegal, but make me and a lot of other people uncomfortable when they look at this kind of stuff. So despite the NSFW art that's being made about Tommy Innit, which is completely illegal because Tommy is a minor, there is still some just really bizarre and strange art that I'm seeing about Tommy Innit that, again, it's not illegal and it's not really inherently bad, but it's just weird when you think about it. And before we dive into this next topic, I want to make it very clear that if you're a fan artist, I got no issue with you. You know, maybe join my Discord server, draw some fan art for me. But no, if you make fan art for Tommy Innit, I'm not trying to attack you. I just think that some of this art that's being made of him is just strange. For example, we have right here Dream, it appears, and his hands covered in blood as he's using chains to literally, like, tear out Tommy Innit's heart. Like, I understand that it's hyperbolic and it's art and it's not based on, like, any actual things that are happening. Like, obviously Dream isn't planning
should we
on,
finish this or
ripping
no?
out Tommy Innit's heart. Like,
I don't
no
know.
shit. But when you actually think about it, it does make me feel a little bit uncomfortable that this kid is, like, 16 years old and there's just art being made of him by people presumably older than him, of his heart being, like, literally ripped out in as much, like, gore detail as possible. And that one is honestly pretty tame and maybe not the best example to get my point across, but there are other ones that are just far worse. I mean, there's ones that I obviously can't show, but I'll describe it. I mean, there's, like, ones with Tommy Innit having his intestines scooped out and just a bunch of, like, really graphic and, like, just gory, disgusting detail. And I'll say to these people the same thing I made to the people who are making Rule 34 art of Tommy Innit, which is just simply, you know that you're an artist, okay? You know that you have talent, but you just simply don't need to be putting it toward this kind of stuff. Like, this is just crap, dude. I made this point in one of my other videos, but it definitely is a good point to bring up. Like, how would you feel if you were at a convention and had the chance to give this piece of artwork?
Alright.
So despite both Call Me Carson and the literal president of the United States being the spotlight for cancel culture in the past week, there will still be people who will never be able to take a joke and try to cancel you. I mean, that's just something that you cannot avoid. There will always be people who get offended if you start a video with, "Hey guys," because you are in fact misgendering them. There will be people who think that if you choose to use an elevator over the staircase...
1 second, I'm just gonna play it, so I'm gonna go get my other monitor so that I can look at chat without needing to do that or that. So I'll just let
that you are in fact ableist and mocking.
I'll just let this play
So
a little
despite
bit.
both Call
There
Me
you go.
Carson and the literal president of the United States being the spotlight for cancel culture in the past week, there will still be people who will never be able to take a joke and try to cancel you. I mean, that's just something that you cannot avoid. There will always be people who get offended if you start a video with, "Hey guys," because you are in fact misgendering them. There will be people who think that if you choose to use an elevator over the staircase that you are in fact ableist and mocking people who can't walk upstairs. There will always be some freaks in this world who just simply do not understand society and how things work. And some of the people who are trying to cancel Jay Schlatt again for the third time truly encapsulate that. So you know what, man? Let's look at some tweets that are trying to cancel Jay Schlatt. TW PTSD flashbacks Jay Schlatt trauma. Wait, TW flashbacks? Isn't that just like a memory? Like what? Also, wait a second. You spelled flashbacks as fladhabacks. Okay. Nice try. The argument between Quackity and Jay Schlatt when Tommy is trying to assassinate him triggered my PTSD. The way Schlatt is acting reminded me of trauma, and I just broke down. 2 breakdowns in 1 day. This is fine. Okay, listen, I obviously feel bad for anybody who goes through trauma, right, and people who have PTSD. You know, I get that, but when you are actively subjecting yourself to a Minecraft Let's Play of a SMP server, that you have full control and full input as to whether or not you're watching this, you know, whether you can, you know, turn off the iPad, whether or not you can close your eyes, whether or not you can take off your AirPods.
I'm still here,
You
don't
can't
worry.
ask for sympathy on Twitter, being like, "Guys, I had a trauma, I had a
still here.
flashback, I had PTSD that got triggered," when that was literally all your choice. You could have paused the YouTube video, turned off the internet, turned off the iPad, taken out the AirPods, closed your eyes, closed your ears. I mean, dude, this one is entirely on you. You can't blame the way that Jay Schlatt is acting for triggering your childhood trauma. Or it doesn't even say childhood trauma, it literally just says trauma, so I don't really understand. Is this like a trauma flashback based on when you were playing Minecraft? I'm very lost. Also, if you're having like traumatic episodes twice in a day, 2 suggestions. 1, maybe the best way to cope isn't twitter.com. Second of all, if you're having flashbacks whilst watching a game literally meant for 8-year-olds played by grown men, genuinely, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, you probably should not be on the internet. Like, just for your own safety, your own mental health, your own prevention of traumatic flashbacks, just don't use the internet. You literally can't watch a Minecraft video and then have some sort of weird traumatic flashback, which, you know, frankly, I don't know if that's legit. I think that...
Alright, I'm back. 1 second, let me just... Alright. One second, I'm just... Alright.
They could just be trolling
There we
when they
go.
say that, or you know, trying to get
Got
Twitter
the chat up
sympathy,
now
and then
on the
somehow
side.
use that as a scapegoat to cancel Jay Schlatt for literally
There.
doing nothing. Anyway, as ridiculous as that tweet was, we're gonna move on to a tweet that seems a lot more serious in tone, and one that really tries to go in for the kill. You know, the cancellation of Jay Schlatt is definitely on this person's agenda. And guys, to be honest, this one does come with the facts and logic. You know, this one is just ready to take Jay Schlatt's career directly from his sweaty hands. Alright, you guys ready?
Nope.
Ready for this one? Alright, here we go. TW Schlatt, comma, Jay Schlatt, and then a picture of Jay Schlatt pointing to the camera and calling me a homophobe. So, So I'm gonna assume this person is calling me a homophobe because I watch Schlatt. I assume that this meme is intended for people who like Schlatt. If it's not, like, calling me a homophobe, I think it's maybe calling Jay Schlatt a homophobe. I'm not entirely sure. I
We're
have
just
a hard
buffering.
time getting inside the mind of people who have very little activity happening in their mind to begin with, so please excuse me for trying to solve this mystery like Scooby-Doo, okay? I'm really trying my best to analyze this here. So this is not the first time I've heard somebody make the claim that Jay Schlatt is homophobic or, you know, is somehow afraid of people, or specifically men who also like men. However, a common theme that I've noticed upon my follow-up question to these people, which is usually, dude, what makes Jay Schlatt homophobic? Yeah, the common theme there is that I need to educate myself, or they just don't have an answer. So, yeah. Flawless logic coming once again from cancel culture. You know, I always find it so funny that these people are trying to call Jay Schlatt homophobic because they have clearly never watched his content. I mean, he literally, I think, has like 2 videos where he plays Among Us with James Charles, and all throughout the video he just flirts with James Charles.
James, you're not wearing anything. You could put on a nice outfit.
I have a paper hat on. What are you talking about?
You do? I don't see anything.
No, I
Well,
see it.
Schlatt, based on all your thirsty tweets, wouldn't you think you'd want me with nothing on anyway?
That sigh.
I plead the fifth.
But a Cheeto, that's clearly ironic.
Okay, dude, even if it is ironic, okay, and even if Jay Schlatt is a straight white man, at the same time, you know, you'd think that if he was afraid of gay people, or if he was homophobic, that he wouldn't even be playing with James Charles to begin with because he would be afraid to or something. I mean, you're kind of losing me here, pal. Like, listen, dude, you tell me right here if this clip looks like it comes from a guy who is afraid of gay people.
You're in here. You're in here with me forever, James.
Suddenly, I'm straight.
Whoa.
Oh my god, how do I leave the server?
No, man. What do you want to leave?
Anyway, moving on from that, tweet number 3 that is trying to cancel the Lord and Savior Jay Schlatt is one that is kind of flaming Jay Schlatt to how he responded to the recent Call Me Carson situation. TW, P3dophilia, NSFW, racism, homophobia, S3Xism, Carson Jay Schlatt. A reminder that Jay Schlatt was friends with Carson and knew that he was a predator, yet he didn't speak out about it and still hasn't now. Jay Schlatt is a known racist, homophobe, and S3Xist. This is just furthering. Furthering what? The distance between you and jokes? The distance between you and normal people? The distance between you and your loved ones? What's being furthered here?
Sorry
and on
about
top
that.
of this tweet
2
making
people
very
left
little
because of
sense,
that,
the parts of
probably.
it that did make sense were just
Oh, no.
factually incorrect in like every single way. No, Jay Schlatt is not a known racist. He's not a known sexist. He's not a known homophobe. And on top of all that, you said that he hasn't responded to the Call Me Carson situation. I hate to break it to you, but he literally has. He's got a 6-minute video on his second channel where he pretty much discusses the entire situation from his perspective, so I don't really know what else you want. And for you to be making the claim that, oh yeah, well he was his friend when this stuff was going down. Yeah, well Jay Schlatt had really no clue what was going down as it was going down, and if he did, he probably did not know enough in order to make it public. Man, I swear to you, dude, the people on Twitter who always try to cancel celebrities always assume the worst intentions when anything pops up ever. Like, it's truly insane to me, man. Like, especially on that thing that happened a couple months ago when Quackity was speaking Spanish. People thought that he was doing it to try to, like, appropriate
What do you
Spanish
wanna watch
culture,
next?
even though he's literally Spanish. And even if he wasn't, okay, Spanish is a language that can be spoken by anybody across the world, but for people to see
don't
this
really know
clip,
what we're
right,
gonna
of him
watch
speaking
next.
Spanish and think to themselves, let me look at this and find a way or a reason to be offended. Or let me look at this and find a reason to be upset and try to cancel this person. I feel like how the internet has changed due to cancel culture is in a way that makes people look at certain things and certain situations with a more offended lens. Like, I feel like a couple years ago when somebody would make a joke, even if it was offensive, people would be like, oh, he's doing it to try to be funny, you know? He's doing it to try to make people laugh. When now that same person could say the same joke, people would be like, well, oh my god, he's doing this to try to portray his political views and how he feels about black people or something. And that to me is a damn shame because, man, I kind of miss when people could tell jokes or just say things
I don't know
and
what we're
maybe
gonna
be
watch
a little
next,
bit
so
careless and not have to worry
whatever you
about,
guys wanna
know, a
watch
bunch of
next,
people
just say it in
harassing them
chat.
on Twitter you know, assuming that they know what their intentions were. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down perfume if you made it to the end of this video. Follow my social
Just
medias
gonna
and
watch
join my
this,
Discord server. Links all in the description below. Special thank you to my... Listen, vegan teacher, I know we've had our differences, but if you wouldn't mind making a 25-minute...
4K.
Listen, vegan teacher, I know we've had our differences, but if you
No, that's gonna kill my
wouldn't
computer.
mind making a 25-minute response video to me... Listen,
There we
vegan
go.
teacher, I know we've had our differences, but if you wouldn't mind making a 25-minute response video to me, that would mean the world. Now, with that being said, let's watch that vegan teacher's latest video and see what she has to say. I'm expecting some very valuable insights on the veganism subject. So I could sit here for possibly 6 hours like MatPat trying to theorize why she made the conscious decision to stand 2 centimeters away from her camera and mimic the sounds that you would hear from a freshly shot cattle, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to theorize why she may have done that. Because I honestly don't even think that our most intelligent and our most skilled scientists that we have in the United States government, or even across the world, could come close to trying to figure out what was going through her head when she chose to record that segment, or leave that in the final cut of her video in a format where you can quite literally go back and cut out certain segments. And you could say, oh yeah, well that vegan teacher was just upset, man. She just had to get that out of her system. Homie, okay, but she did not need to leave that in the final product of her video, and she knows that. Like I talked about in my last video, how if she is a teacher, which, you know, I don't even know if she's an actual teacher, she acts nothing like how an actual teacher would. Like an actual educator doesn't try to educate you over TikTok duets. And actual teachers don't start off their video lectures by quite literally yelling like a baby who has woken up from nap time.
That was so painful. I just wanted to go onto YouTube, just la-di-da, and just, you know, have a look. And the first thing that pops into my head is this guy's video. How can I not respond to it? He has, how many? 677,000 subscribers. So, if I don't respond to it, I won't be giving enough of a platform to the animals.
So listen, if you're an actual vegan watching this video right now, I totally respect what you're trying to do. Like, nobody becomes a vegan just to be, like, annoying and stuff. They do it out of the good kindness in their heart. But this person right now, this vegan lady, she's not doing it because she's feeling kind anymore. She's literally just, like roasting people over YouTube and TikTok duets. She's just, like, shaming people who eat meat, just, like, saying that if you know, eat meat, you're supporting the brutal murders of chickens and stuff. Like, dude, no, that's not how that works. And when she says things like, oh, I'm doing this to give a platform to the animals, like she just said, like at this point, it literally just feels like she's doing this for like YouTube clout and TikTok
If anybody's still there, just type in the chat,
So that's gonna be my
please.
priority before I even start to talk about all that. And believe me, I'm gonna try to go fast through it, but I'm not that good at doing that. Anyway, listen, I want to talk to you about this because Easter will be coming. And it's really important that you do not buy an Easter bunny. They're not Easter bunnies. They are bunnies that belong in the wild. We should not be breeding animals into existence and using them as pets like this.
This could literally just be me. This could just be me being super ignorant, but have any of you guys like ever actually noticed this? Like, do people actually buy Easter bunnies for people for Easter? Like, I swear, maybe I'm just an idiot and I have just no clue about this, but I've genuinely never heard of this in my life as like an Easter practice. I don't know about you guys.
I have a rabbit. She's fine. She's like almost 2. She's almost 2. She's perfectly fine. She wasn't like an Easter present or anything, but yes, so rabbits breeding means that they die. Also, in case you didn't know, most rabbits do die when they're younger. Most rabbits do, that's why they have so many babies. Not 95%, but a lot do. This is really just saddening to see this.
But from what I know, and to my knowledge, the Easter Bunny is just like a grown-ass man who's in an Easter bunny suit, you know, just a bunny onesie. I don't think, like, Easter time is some hidden genocide of rabbits and bunnies that I just don't know about. Like, that may have been a thing when that vegan teacher was a kid, but I just don't think that this is something that happens anymore. Like, I don't even think I've ever seen this happen in my life. This is literally the first time I've heard of this.
Okay, this is a big commitment. Let me read to you what it says on the back, all right? On the back it says, Easter animals are an 8 to 12-year commitment. Rabbits and chicks are high-maintenance animals that require specialized care. Rabbits and chicks are not good with children as they are prey animals and very skittish. Some laws and lease agreements prohibit keeping chicks and or rabbits in homes. So the hashtag there at the bottom of the website is
This is
not
giving me
just
cancer.
for Easter.com.
Also, you gotta love how she brings this up as a point in her video, as if anybody was like debating
This hurts my
if this was
brain.
like a hot button issue. Like, I don't think anybody really is debating that giving somebody a bunny for Easter is not the smartest idea. I just don't know what this has to do at all with veganism.
Wow,
Having a bunny as a
this
pet
hurts
versus
me.
not eating chicken McNuggets, I just really don't see the correlation here. I mean, you could sit here and read me all these statistics about like the survival rate of bunnies in households, but again, I am not gonna like argue with that, but it just doesn't have anything to do with like eating a salad versus eating a taco with beef.
Alright, so please remember that if you think they're cute in the pet shop, do not go there. You're not rescuing them. All you're doing is you're creating a void, and they're just gonna keep putting more and more into the pet shop. If you want to do anything good, go donate to an animal shelter. There are so many of them, and they desperately need help. Never buy a pet.
She's the person that
Never.
gives her dog
Wow, that
vegan
was
food.
quite possibly the dumbest claim that I've ever heard. Just don't buy pets. It's unethical, guys. Yeah, dude, that dog with like a missing eye and 3 legs that will actually be euthanized unless you buy it. Yeah, just don't buy it, you know? Let them do their thing. Homie, I literally just gave you a perfect example of why buying a pet in some circumstances could quite literally be rescuing it, because I mean, dude, there will sometimes be dogs that will literally be put down and die unless you buy them.
Being vegan is about the animals. It's an ethical baseline. There are moral principles involved. It's not about you losing weight. It's not about you at all.
She's lagging.
Hello? Okay, vegan teacher's lagging again.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about talking about the animals every single moment that I can. That's my job in life. Because I was a complete asshole. I ate animals for a long time.
Oh my god.
And
She
I
ate
don't want
animals.
to be that person, and I want to try to undo the
We're
damage, and I want to prevent
We're gonna cancel
people
her.
from eating animals and paying into these horrific cycles of violence.
I mean, take this how you will, and if you're a vegan, feel free to disagree with me here, but I believe that as humans, right, we are the most evolved and the most intelligent species and the most intelligent animal to ever roam the
Oh my
earth.
God.
Now, with that in mind, by default, we are just quite literally always going to be on top of the food.
Oh my god. Yo, that's crazy.
Food chain, making us the
Oh my
biggest
God.
threats to pretty much any animals that we want to eat. You know, we can just eat them if we try our hardest. Some animals, obviously, I just wouldn't eat, you know, like I wouldn't eat a dog. That's just not something that I'm interested in. But some animals that have very little intelligence and, you know, have a lot of nutritional value upon eating them, I don't really see that much of an issue with eating it. Like, there are some animals that are naturally vegan, like horses, you know. Horses are naturally vegan, you know, they eat grass, like cows, they eat grass, stuff like that. You know, they don't need to thrive off of meat and kill other animals for their food source. And humans naturally just aren't like that, okay? We benefit from eating meat. There are nutritional benefits and nutritional gains to eating meat. I don't really think I need to say this, but we just aren't cows. We're not horses, you know? We aren't naturally vegan.
I made 2 videos about him, 2 little tiny 15-second ones, which were just really silly, humorous ones, telling him from that from my character
Yes.
there, that vegan teacher.
So just for some context, here she's talking about how she was like, I guess beefing with Tommy in it, and I'm just so sick of YouTubers using this as an excuse, like, oh, I was playing a character, you know, this is my character. Like, I've been seeing this a lot lately, and it's just such a cop-out, dude. Like, people want to voice their actual opinions on the internet because they can, but the moment they voice a bad or unpopular opinion, or they do something that could get them into hot water, immediately, oh, it's just a character, it's not my actual opinion. And, you know, nobody would say that it was just a character if people agreed with that opinion to begin with, you know? Anyways, that's about gonna wrap it up for this video, so if you have enjoyed it, drop a like, sub
Alright,
if
so
you're
I think
new,
I'm gonna
and thanks to all the channel
finish
members
the
for becoming a
stream
channel
now.
member. Your, support really helps me make the content that I want
So-
to make. If you made it to the end of this video, comment down Uber, and I'll go heart your comments.
I'll see
Follow my
you
social
guys-
medias and join my Discord.
See you guys in the I'll see you guys in the next stream then. Hope you enjoyed it, and you can subscribe if you want. Yeah.